creating. All right, yeah, we're live right now. Actually,
Beaming.
while we're wait, hold on. I was gonna start it with this. You know what? You may as well have our website up there. Now, David Lawler is writing for us on VHS Rewind.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if you visit VHSRewind.com.
Only when I want to listen to my music episodes.
Well, those are pretty good
No, I'm just
music.
kidding.
Those are
just
pretty
kidding.
good.
Hey, can I ask you, like, do
Yeah.
they stay up there interminably? What's the word I'm looking for?
Forever? Yeah. Why wouldn't it?
I don't know. Like, I went back to like 2018 and it couldn't connect.
Well, if you find something like that, you got to let me know. And what I'll do is I'll fix that.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. David is writing a lot of really interesting stuff called Franchise Rewind, where he goes into a lot of he's a great writer, and I really recommend people check him out.
Yeah, he's just writing about franchises I myself am not interested in, like John Wick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not for everyone, sure.
All right, I'll write stuff. God damn it.
Exactly. I don't want to have to find it. But today, this is the spoiler. This is what we're talking about today. We are going to be discussing the 1978 pre-Christmas service merchandise catalog.
And there's so many words that jump out at me there. 1978.
Oh yeah.
Pre-Christmas catalog.
Yeah.
I am 11 years old right now.
I remember flipping through these catalogs. All right. Did you have a service merchandise near you when you were growing up?
No, aren't they like middle America? Look at the addresses on that front page.
Yeah.
Like it's Indiana.
We had
Nashville. What?
Yeah, we had one on Long Island.
Long Island?
Mm-hmm, in Oceanside.
What?
Yeah, we had one in Oceanside, and it was right on the corner of Lincoln Avenue and East Rockaway Road. And I don't
believe it. I don't believe it.
And it was a really interesting experience to go to a service merchandise because it wasn't.
What is a catalog showroom retailer?
I'm going to describe the two different types of service merchandises that we had. And so the one was you walk into this room, basically. It's like a showroom of, what are the display cases? And you would order what you want and they would bring it out to you and that's it. Then in Lawrence, when I was growing up, because I moved from Oceanside to Hewlett when I was younger. And then in Lawrence at the Bay Harbor Mall, they had a service merchandise, which was a department store. It was the more modern service merchandise. And they used to have Silent Sam, which is the computer system that ran service merchandise. And
Silent Sam?
Sam was a little computer terminal. And it ran on a very early version, not even early, it ran on a version of BASIC programming. And as 10-year-old, I knew how to mess with it. So
oh my God.
I remember you could actually go a few keystrokes and go into their inventory and mess with it and everything. It was really, really, really low level hacking. Maybe I was a little older. I don't remember.
How much merchandise did you have shipped to your house?
I wish. But you know what they would do is, you know what? I'm going to tell that story a little bit as we go on with this. Let's just discuss this cover. So it's pre-Christmas. So what is this? October? You think? November?
More than likely, it's October.
Oh yeah, look, effective November 20th through Christmas. So they're sending this out probably early November, right?
Probably, yeah.
All right, so we got a Sony Trinitron TV, which I think everybody owned this TV. Did you own this one?
19-inch. No, I don't think I had one that big. And not color either. I didn't have a color TV until
all the Trinitrons are colored, I think. And we had this. We had in our basement we had a bar, right? And
nice.
On the bar we had this. I think it might have been a 13-inch TV now that I'm thinking about it, because a 19-inch is a pretty big TV, and we had a TV on the bar. So on the bar, you know, this is what's interesting is you see these buttons right here. That go down. If you push them, like, of course this top one would be channel 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. So if you press 2 and like 11, you would get some like weird like VHF channel or UHF channel. Or if you press the right buttons, the rumor is that you could get the Playboy channel, but that never happened.
No way.
No, but it was a rumor. It's not possible. And we didn't have cable on that TV. It's interesting. So I remember having to change the channels with the buttons.
With those antennas, would you be able to hook up cable to that?
I think we had a house antenna.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't know. I'm jealous of people who have house antennas. Do you see people with house antennas?
No. Now?
You got to look for it. Look for it this week. You'll see people still have their old antennas up and they don't even know they could just boop, boop, and get like 1 billion channels for free.
What? Really?
Yes.
You think people still have
over the air channels? Absolutely. I wish I did. You know what? I'm going to look into it. You're not
talking about the DirecTV or whatever it is satellite dish that hangs out someone's window.
No.
I might see more than antennas as far as I can think of.
I'm telling you, man. OTA TV is the way to go these days. And the HD is actually better because it's like uncompressed when it's coming out of the air versus the trash that you get from like your cable network.
I'm shocked. Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would have thought that the cable would be the clearer picture.
I think that the cable is the more reliable picture, but I think that it's digital. See, that's another thing that people forget is it's not analog anymore. So either you're going to get it or you're not going to get it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if you, I might even look into it this week and see how much it is to put, an antenna on my chimney or a roof or something. It can't be that much, right?
Would they even do it nowadays?
Sure. I don't know. I have no. Sure. I probably have to get a permit. What is that guy doing with the antenna? All right. So video pinball.
Wait, I just want to ask two more questions about the TV. How like, I don't know what the terminology, how thick do you think it is from the front screen to all the way in the back? Like,
all right. So the depth.
Yeah.
I own a couple of these TVs. I do not have it.
I knew it.
I don't have a Sony.
Every electronic in this catalog, you're going to own.
No. It's certainly not true. But I do own I own a couple 13-inch TVs. I have an old black and white, which is really cool. And I don't think I have a Sony. I have a Sony Watchman and stuff like that, but I don't have like a Sony Trinitron TV. But to answer your question, they're about 1.5 foot depth.
Ouch.
Wise. Yeah, big.
And they were probably heavy as fuck.
Well, even the 13-inch one is probably a good 40 pounds. Right.
Ouch.
That's about how many kilos for our Australian listeners? 70 kilos? I don't know if it's 20 kilos. 20 kilos. So video pinball, I did a quick little search on this thing.
Okay.
Have you ever seen this?
Probably not. All
right. So I'm thinking that this is the Atari Video Pinball C380. I'm going to bring it up here. So they're not going for that much. This is a slightly different one. Doesn't have the wood grain, but you could buy a lot of 3 of them.
Now, you are telling me that you could hook that up to a modern flat screen TV?
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh,
but what you can do is you can get something to plug this into and then connect it to your TV. My TV doesn't have analog in anymore, but I have a device that you can plug into that's analog and it converts it to the HDMI so you can view it.
That's interesting.
So yeah, here's this one. This one's not it's as is or whatever, but $60 for 3 of them. But I'm kind of curious how much.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably don't work. So let's see. For parts of repair, I don't like this 4 parts of repair. Like, how about untested? That's another code for it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I know that trick, buddy. Yeah, do they have any that work? These are all like, let's see.
It could be they have no TV, they have no skill to hook it up
untested,
to a modern
not tested, parts repair. Who's like, I need parts. I need a parts for my C380. Oh, tested and it works. Look at this.
How much is that one?
$50. Dusty is all hell.
Now, would you trust that?
Sure.
You would?
Well, when you say trust it, what do you mean trust it?
Would you spend the money to get that?
Thinking it works?
Thinking it works.
Well, PayPal.
And then you discover it doesn't.
PayPal would protect me on that. But Video Pinball looks pretty awesome. Now, I've owned things like this. So have you. This is essentially Pong, right? It's like a bunch of games built in together. This doesn't take cartridges. But yeah, if you look, it apparently, I think it comes built
supposedly
in.
Has 7 games: pinball, basketball, and Breakout.
And Breakout, which Steve Jobs, I believe Steve Jobs of Apple fame, invented. Like, he coded that.
What? Are you serious? I did not know that.
Yeah. If he didn't code the whole game, he was instrumental in the coding of the game.
Wonder if he got residuals.
He very well might have. Backgammon. I haven't played Backgammon since I was about 9. Remember liking it.
Backgammon, though, on a computer screen? I don't know.
No. It's right here. It's in the suitcase thing. That's pretty badass.
Do you want to try and find a YouTube video where someone is
using Video Pinball?
Yeah, because I did when I was researching this.
I'm going to turn the page, but yeah, I can look for it as people peruse the jewelry.
Like, had so many demonstration videos, current day, but of the Sony Trinitron and a whole bunch of electronics and games that we're going to get to.
Yeah, I'll find something right now. Atari C380 game. All right, we have Arcade USA. So let's bring them up. I want to find a nice short video. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I don't want the guy screaming in my face either. So let's see. Arcade USA, that sounds like it could be good. Oh wait, this is his intro. This isn't actual gameplay.
Wood grain.
All right, let's.
Up until when this came out, basically, the dedicated Pong consoles were just variants of Pong, like squash,
Let's get to the gameplay. While I appreciate this, but definitely check out this guy. Arcade USA is his YouTube channel.
And of course, when the Atari 2600
I'm gonna give it a like right now.
The nail in the coffin for these type of dedicated home consoles. You would find these type of consoles in clearance bins and on sale all over the place.
Yo, what are you saying? My parents couldn't afford good stuff.
What are you calling me? You calling me poor? You calling me poor, you son of a bitch? All right, so wood grain.
That looked nice. That looks nice.
Yeah, it looks a lot like my WHT cable box. It would really match it nicely. I'll admit this. This looks pretty cool. Like the little screens and stuff.
Yeah.
Makes you feel like you're really doing something fancy, but you're not,
and not when you get to the graphics either.
I like those graphics, but yeah. So here's the beige version. All right, so let's get to his to some of the gameplay.
The hell is that?
This is Breakout, isn't it?
Is that Breakout?
Next up,
or Pinball?
Paddle Pinball.
Paddle Pinball.
Now the gameplay is exactly the same as Video Pinball number 1, except this time we're using a paddle to bomb the screen.
This guy's got a nice soothing voice.
On our console, just move down the ball around. Now the ball kind of moves around the playfield like it would.
You get the idea, I think. Right?
Yep. Yep.
It's incredible. It blows away modern game consoles like
Well,
there's
I
no
was going to
tomorrow.
say, would you play with this today?
Yeah, of course I would.
Mm. I mean, I would play with the Pong.
Yeah.
I never felt though that any time I played it that the controller. I mean, it never moved my guy the way I was doing
On the
it.
Atari?
On the Atari.
Yeah, we're still talking about that. Well, you know, there's no controller on this. It's just a dial.
Yeah. I don't know how
that's
that would
tough.
work. I don't know.
All right, so the jewelry, we're probably gonna glaze. We're gonna glare over some of this.
Yeah, I do. I will point out, like, I mean, can you see those prices? $397 for.
Yeah,
Are
let's
you
look at
telling
an
me these are
example.
real diamonds? Are you telling me those are? Get out of here! $697.
Well, you know what?
Fuck out of here.
It's kind of true that I have a commercial. If you want me to just kind of let's interrupt this for a moment. Listen to Bill Cosby talk about service merchandise, if you don't mind.
No way, really?
Uh-huh.
TVs, Henry, stereos, computers, telephones as far as the eye can see. That's service merchandise. Something for
Sorry, the audio is really low on this commercial.
everyone. It's for you, Henry. Better way to...
Hey, is that Pesci?
No. No way that was Joe Pesci. No.
No.
Stereos,
All right, no.
computers, telephones as far as the eye can see. That's service merchandise. Something for everyone. It's for you, Henry. Better way to shop, a better way to save.
Save now on the compact Presario
Ooh.
computer. It's compact quality
How
and
much?
easy to use in an all-in-one space.
It's gotta be $4,000.
The compact Presario, just $1396.84 at Service Merchandise.
Is
Call
that
for the
good?
store nearest you.
I don't know.
And what did that do, really?
Whoa, it just blew out my ears is what it did.
What could you do on that computer?
If it's early 90s, what are you able to do? You can go on Prodigy, you can play some Doom, a little Mortal Kombat.
You have one of those computers, I bet, right?
From the early 90s, you know, I kind of got rid of all my early 90s machines. You know, when we started at Scholastic, they were trashing all of their early 90s computers, and I really wish I grabbed a bunch. They were just chucking them.
Jeez.
Talking some really early, really nice Apple machines, really nice Apple printers, stuff that cost like 10 grand, probably new, and stuff that's really kind of worth a decent amount of money now. So it's amazing how, you know, things go up in price. So yeah, I don't know about jewelry.
I don't either, but I will say, and I'm going to get to this on a page or two ahead. Some of the rings I would wear. I mean, they have some nice, not the ones with the
Like
diamonds,
this?
but
Like the,
I don't know. It's got like a band, like it's. I can't. You have to zoom in.
where, on the left or the right?
Left side.
Like these?
Yeah.
Whoa, what just happened? Yeah.
Exactly. I would wear those.
With the diamond on it, and be like, yeah, man.
Not the one with
Yeah.
the diamond, but the one under it.
It's not bad.
Um,
Little gold
Again,
chain.
this is going to be a familiar refrain for me, is that I don't care what people say. The stuff, jewelry, watches, we're going to get to the watches.
Yeah.
I think they look cool now. I really do. The only thing that might not look cool now is fashions, which are not in this magazine, are not in this catalog.
Yeah, we don't get fashion.
But every, not the earrings or like pins.
Oh my
or
God.
necklaces. I don't care about any of that.
It's the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was at Service Merchandise all the time.
That's where the mafia got their rings from.
Yeah, these are, my dad left me like all these pieces of jewelry, and I have like his onyx pinky ring with the diamond in middle. Oh my God, it's so like tacky. It's a pinky ring. I don't think I'm a pinky ring kind of guy. Not a pinky ring kind of guy.
And you haven't even tried to look on eBay to see what they're going for?
And to give you an idea, it fits on my thumb.
Ouch.
No, I'm not gonna get rid of it. I also have like this like ring that my mother had made, so I kind of keep those rings together. I'm not gonna get rid of them like my siblings would.
Can we, just to put some context here, when we were looking at the jewelry on the prior page and it was $600,
Yeah.
$300, these pinky rings that you were looking at are $60. That's a lot of money in 1978. A lot of money.
Was it?
$347 for a ring?
Well,
I don't know.
yeah.
I think this is all a lot of money.
A third of a carat engagement ring, which is what
$1,300 for that computer. That was the 90s, you said, but that's still a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. You're right. I mean, it was. We kind of forget, like even this with gold, some of these things. I would always, even as a kid, I would just kind of go, oh, jewelry, let's keep going.
Flip.
Yeah, it's just not my cup of tea.
Yep, agreed.
What's this? You give one person one side and the other person gets the other. The
Oh,
Lord,
that's so sweet.
the Lord between while wait what? The Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent from one another. Oh, Jesus Christ!
And how much was that? I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
It's 11:47. Why you want it? You want to get that for your very special somebody? All right, so watches. Let's just get right into it.
No. Yeah, I mean, come on. I think those, especially the digital ones, but even the ones with like the hands and stuff. Some of these look really cool. I would wear these today.
I would wear if I had to choose.
Not a pocket watch, but
I don't have the nerve. You know what? I would love to wear a pocket watch, but I just don't have it in me. This thing is pretty cool. The band is disgusting.
yeah. Or
Come on.
all right.
that
Yeah.
band-
No, all right. You're right.
And that
What
one is
is
going to
that?
turn your arm green in a matter of moments. All right, so let's get over to Nerd Alert over here. The Armatron. Armatron.
I remember that name.
Yeah,
I remember
Armatron.
that
Whoops. Sorry. Let's go back. So I was looking up these. These are going for about $50 nowadays. So they've really kept their value.
Wow. Why?
Early digital watches are worth something for some reason. I don't know why. I remember I always had one. It would stop working. I would take it apart and then I would get a new one. It's.
All right, not the gold band ones though, but
Yeah, these aren't bad. I mean, are you a watch wearer?
I want to be. I'm trying to find a watch I had when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I saw some and they're like $188 or.
Are you looking for like a Swatch watch, or are you looking for like?
It's a James Bond watch that plays the James Bond theme
Oh, get
as
out of
the
here!
alarm,
Yeah.
and you just can't find them.
Well, I'll
And,
be on the lookout.
I'll send you the link to one so that you know the name.
Mhm.
But I would wear a watch if it was something.
I wear an
Cool,
Apple
like-
Watch. I'm one of those people.
Oof.
I like it.
Is it bulky?
Nah.
No?
I never wore a watch. I mean, I've owned watches, and I've gotten but I did wear a Swatch in high school.
Interesting.
I like
Interesting.
swatches, simple swatch. All right, so here we're slowly getting into the better stuff here.
No, we're still in like silverware.
Yeah, we're still in lame section of like, Santa buttons. Yay, I'll take a Santa buttons.
Plates. I don't want plates.
Yeah, I don't need Lennox in my life. Now, what about these? You mentioned this before we started recording. These nickels on the keychain.
Who
Buffalo
wants a
head
buffalo
nickels.
nickel? Yeah, who wants that? Why?
I don't know. I think there were a large amount of silver. Not really sure. This is pretty nice. This looks like something that you could totally put into like a 1970s house party type of thing. Make punch.
I guess.
This is pretty nice. But it's all lead paint. Right.
What is that? Is that a glass set?
Yeah, it's a glass. It's like a decanter. It's nice.
Yeah, all right.
Nice.
You know, you put it in that hutch that you use for display things.
I haven't heard the word hutch since my mother passed away. All right. This is the kind of stuff you also put in the hutch.
Yeah, and never use. It's just there for
Oh my
like
God.
show off.
Ugh. Chafing dish? Is that a chafing dish? No, it's a
What is
casserole.
that even? What is? Yeah.
I don't even know what a
What's
chafing
it?
dish is.
Okay, I was gonna say, what is a chafing dish?
I see cake. Oh, is that gravy?
I think caterers use that.
What the hell is this? This is gin. Oh, these are alcohol things. What? I don't understand it.
Wait, what do you mean?
See, it says gin
Oh,
or vodka. What is this? Set of 4 silver-plated liquor labels.
wow, you were right.
It's weird. It's 1978, people. What's S?
When they had swap
Posters.
parties where people
Yeah.
just swap their wives.
Yeah, they key parties, you know. You put your keys in a bowl and you just figure out who you're going home with. No, they're playing this. I mean, they're playing. It's the same exact page from the cover. So I don't know if that got accidentally popped in there.
Oh, you're right.
Everyone had the spice rack when I was growing up, right? You had this?
I still have it.
Same spices?
I still have it. I
Yeah.
think they've added spices since then, though.
But do you still have the same spices in there from the 70s?
Oh, probably. I haven't changed my spices in God
Yeah.
knows how long. I should. Now that walnut thing I've saw at my uncle's house. I know I've seen that. That whatever that walnut
This?
cracker thing
Now,
is.
to me, this looks like a wine press, but it's obviously a walnut cracker or a nut cracker.
Yeah.
When you grew up, were nuts a big part of your life?
Again, my uncle, they had like chestnuts,
Mm-hmm.
which they would roast because they had a fireplace.
Did you really have roasted chestnuts?
I wouldn't eat them. I think I tried it once and I was
They're
like,
disgusting.
fuck is this?
It
was really bad.
Yeah, roasted chestnuts it's not like the song. It leaves a lot to be wanted.
Sorry, what is G? American? Oh, it's just.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go back. G?
That was just it was this canister set that looks like birdhouses.
Yeah, everybody had this too.
And what about that thing at the bottom there? Again, that faux display for these little tchotchke things.
Oh, this?
Yeah, that I would think your mother had.
Yeah, probably.
Next to our hutch.
And right here would be a pack of cigarettes. Yeah, I mean, it's disgusting. I hate this kind of stuff. I mean, it has its place, and it does not have a place in my house for that type of stuff.
I know I had the magazine rack. My mother had that.
Really? I never had a magazine rack. I always wanted it.
For all her People magazines and Star newspapers.
I'm like, I want to have one for my BMX Plus. And for my skating magazines. Let's see, a plant holder? Not bad. This isn't the worst thing I've ever seen. This is pretty fancy,
I mean,
It's not really fancy.
What is that? Is that wood or what? I don't like the metal one. Definitely not that metal one.
Let's see. It is embossed, rough saw cut vinyl laminated surface.
Oh, jeez.
You know what that means. Don't spill anything on it. You know what?
You like that little poker table there?
Oh my God. You remember these? It was basically, these are wood grain pads. And over time they would crack. And then you get you'd be sitting in some soccer shorts that go up way too high. And you're like, ow! It hurts. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see. The Wave. I mean, I thought of the Wave as more of a 90s hippie thing. You know what this is? Just goes back and forth.
I never
It's essentially
goes
like
back
it's like a lava lamp, except it doesn't get hot. It just goes back and forth. It tilts back one side to the next.
Are you serious?
Yeah, of course.
What
The
what a
wave.
what a useless
Hey, are you kidding me? Thing's amazing.
things move around in it though, right? So it's like
Yeah.
sand or something. Okay.
It's literally like probably oil and some type of wax or something.
That might be cool.
It is kind of cool.
That might be cool. I don't like
Um,
lava lamps, but that, so I don't have to worry about it setting my house on fire.
I don't know what this is all about. They're gay 90s characters. I don't know. From Friends? I'm not really sure.
I have no idea. Even I'm stumped here.
Yeah.
Does it swing just back and forth?
Oops, sorry.
Maybe that's what it is.
Oh my god, I keep hitting the wrong key. Yeah, the falling raindrops. Kind of interesting. I don't know. It's not something I've ever had in my house. I didn't have such fancy things. Look at this to hold your wood. What is this?
If you had a fireplace, but we didn't have fireplaces in
Oh.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, we did, but we didn't have anything fancy like this. We had what is called the floor. You make a pile. Let's see a digital scale. What does this scale go for here? $40 for a scale. I find that there are some things, I don't know if you saw this, that are either the same price as they are now, or they're so much cheaper now. Like a scale you can literally pay $10 for.
Yeah, I would think you can go to Walmart and get a digital one that probably does much more than just give you the weight.
Right.
Probably
Yeah. Probably it's like
gives you
Wi-Fi or
cholesterol
something.
too. Yeah. Bluetooth. Yeah.
This is interesting. I kind of remember these. I never had these in my house, but I would have these kind that would swivel. They would,
Yeah, but where do you put that? I mean,
A
it's
bar.
obviously.
like a
Oh
bar.
yeah, if you had a bar.
I did have a bar, but we didn't have these. We had like crappy bar seats with probably that faux wood plastic that would hurt your leg when you stood up. Everybody's grandmother had these. At least my grandmother did.
Which one? That folding table?
Yeah, the folding tables. Folding tables were a big part of the 70s, I thought.
Well, because when you had kids over
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving dinner, that's where they would sit.
With the weird uncle who just got out of jail. Jewelry boxes were another one of these things that was interesting. This is all stuff. I hate to say this is going to sound terrible. It's kind of stuff that you throw away when somebody dies. A lot of this.
Including everything in it.
All right, so this thing I was blown away by. Up here, you see this?
What, the pinball, the gumball machine?
No, the thing next to it, this thing for 1094, Corex.
What is that?
It's a lighter. Let's check this out. All right, let's go.
What?
It's an Astrolite Electro Match. Smoke gray ball swivel on a black base, 2 pounds, $20. How come it says $20? It says 1950.
All right, how does that work exactly? Because
I don't know. I think you pull it out like maybe a car lighter.
Oh,
I don't know.
oh my God, that looks so dangerous.
Oh, but it looks so cool too, though. You got to admit that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a conversation piece. What's that E? Let me just.
All right, I'm gonna look up. I'm looking up on eBay just to see if we can find one. Oh man, they're going for a fortune. Let me bring this up.
Get out of here.
Look at this. Here's a vintage black Corex Electro Match for $220.
Whoa. All right, so how does that work though? So you're thinking
Let's see.
you pull
Let's look
that
at the pictures.
for parts only.
Does it real? Oh no. It doesn't.
I'm just kidding. I
No.
guess you do pull that thing out.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. There's one for 120.
See, now that would be good for display in my hutch.
Or your curio cabinet. Oh yeah, look. You take it out and it's lit.
Wow.
I don't know how it works, but I
mean, it's
like
not
it.
plugged into anything. It's
I don't know.
this is perplexing. Listeners, if you know how these work, please send us detailed instructions
Yeah, seriously.
with illustration.
Let's just do that. All right, let's get on with this a little bit. Let's get into the better stuff. Everyone, did you have a dartboard growing up?
Oh yeah.
Shoeshine
afford
kit. He had a shoeshine kit. This is pretty common. Like one of these, like
Which?
the pictures. Sorry, I guess you can't see my cursor very well.
No.
The 784 for the photos. You know, the photos and the thing.
Yep.
Here's the cheaper dartboard for the person who doesn't want the cabinet. You know. Rummy King. Here's a little like one-shot coffee maker. Fast Perk Auto coffee maker. Plugs into a cigarette lighter. You can make coffee on the road.
I actually like that booster, the jumper cable thing that comes with a leather case and it carries everything. That is awesome.
That's not leather. That's not leather. That's
gotta be leather.
I think that's that other stuff, that Naugahyde stuff. Remember Naugahyde? Everything was made of Naugahyde as a kid. Naugahyde is like cardboard that has like leather oil or something in it.
I mean, you could rip that, right?
Yes.
I mean, just take it in your hands and rip it. But it does look, it looks presentation-wise.
Oh, yeah. It looks...
I wish I had something like that today.
Like jumper cables?
Get a flashlight? No, I mean, just this whole set. I don't know what the spray is, but...
Well, it's, let's see. I'll bring it up.
Oh, it's siphon pump, safety vest. Jesus.
Safety vest. Oh, yeah, look, you get the... It's like
tire
a reflector.
Inflator. Sealant, holy moly!
Look, you
fire extinguisher.
Yeah, that's like a siphon thing, so you can go and steal gas. That's what you need to do.
That is a great set.
Well,
and it's only $20.
Well, let me ask you. Well, as somebody with a classic car, I have a fire extinguisher. I have flat tire inflator. I don't have a siphon, but I have jumper cables. I have a flashlight.
Wow, I have jumpers. A jack I would never use. I would always call it double A, triple A.
Yeah, double A. Those I called double A once. A bunch of alcoholics came. It was of no help, but it was fun. All right, let's see what's next. Oh, the good stuff. The stuff you would buy mom for Christmas.
And she would never use. Because she had short hair. She didn't have long hair.
Oh. Look at this thing. Filter glass. What? I don't know what this is. It's Casablanca sun lamp. 400 watts of ultraviolet element.
Now this will give you cancer.
You think, yeah, those UV rays are not healthy.
That would definitely give you cancer.
What about the nail works?
I think we have like some commercials for some of these items. I don't know if you want to play them, but there's the water pick.
Where's the water pick here?
It's
water pick.
The massage thing. A on the right.
Oh, over here.
Right there.
Yeah, well, these are also water pick. This is what I think of what the water pick is, a water flosser. And look at this. This looks relatively new. The water filter. That's kind of like what they look like if you go buy one now.
Yeah, they haven't changed much.
Yeah.
They probably actually work now.
Well, I have a whole house filter. I got the fancy one.
A whole house filter? Jesus.
Yeah, it's actually not that. It's not nearly as expensive as it sounds, but. All right, so let's see. Let's bring that. Let's play this.
I turned on my boss last Christmas. I gave him a shower massage by water pick.
Oh, I just turn on water when the water can turn you on.
I turned on my neighbor Louise. Now she turns on all by herself. Shower massage by water pick is the power of good clean fun.
Hey, I turned on my mom.
Why just turn on water when water can turn you on?
Turn on a friend with the shower massage by Waterpick.
I turned on my mom.
I mean, just to, if you read under this, like I turned on my boss and I got him this present, and now he's like in the shower.
Yeah, like, but I turned on my mom. Very questionable. Yeah, Waterpick was a big deal when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is all pretty straightforward.
Lady stuff.
Lady stuff. Let's see what's next.
Not for the men.
Here we go. Manly coffee. What are they brewing here? It looks like apple juice. Look at that. It's like,
Maybe isn't that tea?
what? Hold on.
I definitely had that can opener. I had that can opener when I was a kid.
Did it have the knife sharpener in the back?
I think so.
Well, let's see. Yeah, it comes with a knife sharpener in the back. I'm like, holy cow. Why is it better for photographers to have a translucent coffee? The color of the coffee, it's so weak.
It must be decaf.
I don't know, man. Look at his toaster. What is this? What is this? The B.
What is that?
West Bend slow cooker.
What?
That's a slow cooker right here.
Wow, that has certainly changed.
The slow cookers. You got your electric wok. Popcorn popper. Do you have an air popper at home?
I have an air popper, yes.
Yeah, I bought one at a garage sale for $3. It's amazing.
You like it, right?
Yeah. I like it enough. I still buy microwave popcorn.
And is H... Yeah, it's a crock pot.
Oh, yeah.
Electric griddle.
$23.
That's about the same now, right? I think they're
For
cheap.
a crock pot?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're like, aren't they like $100?
Are they?
I don't know.
I thought they were so ubiquitous now that...
Toaster ovens, on the other hand, are about the same. Well, no, this is like, oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Why can they have a J here and a J there? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. All right, so this is $90, but it weighs 30 pounds. Why is it so heavy?
Is that wood paneling on the side?
Oh, yeah, that's wood paneling, big time.
Won't that burn?
It's not real wood.
Oh, okay.
It's like plastic wood paneling. I mean, the toaster has it too, and this.
Yeah, that one. That's the one I was looking at, yeah.
Those are amazing.
Those are great display items, man. Jeez.
Now, do you have a toaster?
I have a toaster and a toaster oven.
Oh, whoa.
I need a toaster. I need a new toaster, but I put toast in the toaster. I might use the toaster oven to bake something like fries or something, but
in my house we retired the toaster. We just think it's kind of silly, so we just have a toaster oven.
And does the toast come out okay?
Sure, why
in
not?
the same amount of time? And,
Sure.
Mm.
Now this is a crock pot to me. This is your standard.
Yeah.
Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
This is pretty nice. This little flat thing. It's more girl stuff.
Electric
though.
griddle.
Girl
I
stuff.
would use that. I would use that.
Everybody owns a waffle maker. No one ever uses them.
This is true.
I do have one of these still. I think I have one in this exact color. And I've used it to make onion soup.
Really?
Yeah, really good. Really good. I think it is the same exact one because on here it tells you how long to cook things for.
$18.
$18. All right, what's next? More of this. Now, I think for the most part, some of this stuff costs the same.
Like what? The mixers?
Yeah, like, all right, a mixer, $150. That's what I think one costs. I don't own one. A food processor, $50. Probably about the same. This one is like a cereal. I don't know why this one is so much more than this one. I mean, look, it's $150 versus $60. Is it because it has a little display in the front? Oh no, it has no display. It's just buttons. Kind of weird. All right, what else do we have here? You know what? If you're gonna slice your meat, you may as well get one of these.
You know, like today, I think the designs are much sleeker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
I don't know.
the
This
mixer,
looks-
for instance.
This could
you
be
know,
like today's mixer, right?
yeah, that one there. Yeah, you're right.
But you know what? That has a throwback to the 50s right here. You see this? This is a dehumidifier, I think. Yeah, well, no, it is a humidifier.
So it puts the
It
Wait,
adds
that's-
moisture to the area.
Yeah.
Which I never had a problem with. Fondue. Look at this fondue.
That's a nice set. I like fondue. I would buy that.
I've never done fondue.
Really? Not
Yeah.
even chocolate fondue or
No, I don't
Oh, my
understand the
Lord.
point of it. I mean, you just,
melted
mean,
cheese.
yeah, if I can put cheese on whatever I want. I don't need a pot to do it. I'll put it on right now. This is interesting. What do we have? A butcher block?
Did you ever have one? I would.
Not a
Yeah, I would
separate
get
one.
one.
Not a separate one like that. I like it. I don't really have the room for something like that. I feel like
Yeah.
it would get not like I'd bump into it, the thing go flying.
And I wouldn't clean it well after I used it. And like, I just see germs come.
Hey, did you think that fire, like smoke detectors and things like that, were more of a novelty in the 70s and 80s? Like, not everyone had them.
I certainly didn't have them.
Yeah, I didn't have them growing up.
Mine keep going off now whenever I cook, and I take it down, and it's still down.
I tell you-
I haven't put it back up yet,
Vacuums got cheaper. I mean,
and better looking.
yeah,
and
I mean,
probably work better.
yeah, I mean, I have what is it? A Dyson, and that thing works great.
How much is that Hoover?
Hoover's $229, man.
Damn, look at that. That
Cons-
is so.
Concept
Room.
one. Well,
it
which one?
takes
This
up
one?
So much. Yeah, the
The
C.
C? Oh yeah, the C is pretty cool looking. That one's cheaper. It's $219. I would use that. That just looks cool.
I would use it. Yeah. You have to pull it along, but
Oh yeah, it weighs a ton. But I remember when I was a kid, we had like this Electrolux thing that had a unit, and it had a retractable cord. And
nice.
but when you let it go, the thing would like be 100-foot cable that's gonna kind of whip you as it comes by. Like, it's like, like watch out! And slam. It was dangerous. You lose an eye.
Now, First Alert was a big time. Do you want to play that William Conrad thing though?
Yeah, let me find it.
Just
real
because he's William Conrad, and we'd like.
Let me just find that. I'm sorry. You sent me a lot of things, so I got it.
1/3 of the smoke detectors in American homes are not working because of dead or missing batteries. In a fire, they'd be worthless. That's why First Alert created the new light test smoke detector. No smoke detector you can buy is easier to test.
Is he just sitting in a smoky room? What is that? Like they're like, go sit in that room and smoke some cigars.
You don't even have to stand up. Just wave a flashlight at the gold button, and you know it's working.
Wow.
The new light test smoke detector. Only First Alert gives you this extra protection.
I don't believe that will work. I can't. I don't believe.
What
it.
happens if I turn on a light? You know?
Right? I mean, it just goes off nonstop.
What if I'm crazy and I turn on a light? What about then, Robert Conrad? And Robert Conrad's like, you don't even need to get up. Dude, doesn't look like you can get up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is made for him.
Yeah.
Made for him.
I think this is an irrelevant commercial. Oh, Reggie Jackson, no, Janameth. I'm gonna.
Well, that's a Brute Fabergé, and I think there is perfume in this thing.
I'm
and
gonna
that's
play it.
why
I'll just play
It's
it.
great. It's great.
Reggie, you're known as a pretty outspoken guy.
You know, Joe, you don't exactly keep a low profile yourself.
No, I guess not.
Besides, I only give opinions on what I know best.
Which is?
Everything.
Oh, well, let me get your opinion on something.
Ladies?
No. Bruce.
I like the way it smells. I like the way it makes me feel. Joe, it's like going 5 for 5 with a home run.
You know that,
Joe, now can we talk about ladies?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Available at Crowley.
Available at
That's awesome.
Crawley's. Available at Crawley's.
Crowley's. I don't remember that store.
That's not from around here. A lot of this stuff, even like you were saying, service merchandise, you didn't even have. All right, but a lot of this stuff is, and speaking of Joe Namath.
There he is. He has his own luggage.
And for the casual alcoholic, right here.
And he was
what?
an alkie.
Oh, was he? I didn't know he was a drinker. Everybody had this clock, right?
The one in the glass there, yeah.
Oh no, the one you had this fancy one that was in the glass.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had that, and the things on the bottom there swung.
Yeah, and they spin, right?
Spin, yeah, back and yeah.
Wow, I'm talking about this one on the left, Kentech. That would be the alarm.
I know I had something like that. I don't know if it was a Kentech.
I thought these were cool when I was a kid, like these pictures that had clocks in it, but they're not.
No.
They're not even a little cool. They're real tacky. Let's see, what else do we got here? Wallets.
It's all luggage. Now that's not leather either, is it? If you go back to that luggage on the other side. You think that's leather?
This?
I'm trying to read the.
What, Samsonite?
Yeah.
Or this? I mean, the Triumph?
Yeah, the Triumph.
Let's see. D. Doesn't. Oh, yeah. Well, vinyl. I mean, what do you want? It's $70. What do you want, man? All right, what's next? All right, now we're getting into a little bit more of the interesting stuff.
Exercise stuff in 1978. Look how advanced this is.
Why would this be $60? You know, the weight bench
with no weights.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, it's kind of strange. Ping pong table. Did you have one as a kid?
No, we had no room for it, and we couldn't afford it.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I had?
$70.
You were lucky to have a kitchen table,
right?
So I feel like basketballs are still $12. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think they're much. Soccer balls are more expensive than $8.
All right, I don't know.
And a weight set like that is more than $22.
Yeah, that's possible. How many pounds does it come with? 110 pounds. See, that's the kind of thing you would order on the Silent Sam. And like, I'll take 10. And they come down on the conveyor, and that's what you would do. You go to Silent Sam as somebody wants to purchase something. Like, all right, I need 2 footballs and a basketball. You put in this code, and they say how many are in stock. You say how many you want. It prints out a receipt so you can go and pay for it. And as you're paying for it, in the background, they have a warehouse, and the person at the warehouse is going to take it and put it on the conveyor belt. And you go in the back, you wait for it, and it comes down a conveyor belt.
It's just like Amazon.
But the problem is that if you don't pay for it, it still comes down a conveyor belt.
Really?
Yeah. So you could totally be like, I want 10 of these weight sets. And they're like, I guess this guy wants 1,000 pounds of weight. And everybody's.
And the poor guy is like lifting it onto the conveyor belt.
Yeah, I'm sure that they have a thing where it's like, can you just double check, make sure we're not being. All right, so we have a compound bow, which is interesting.
This is like my favorite page because there's not only real bow and arrows, there's automatic rifles at the bottom.
Yeah.
No, I know it's a BB gun.
It's a BB gun.
But still, like, can you buy BB guns?
You know, it's interesting.
I guess so, right? I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can buy BB guns. Airsoft, they call it now, where it's the soft pellets. But you can still. Rami has a BB gun where it shoots like lead little bullets. Like, it's pretty crazy. It does a decent amount of damage too. We were shooting it.
right? We used to shoot at our house, and our mother would like be furious.
You gotta hit a window, you son of a bitch.
But just the fact that like a gun rack, so you have more than one BB gun in the house. Is...
Yeah, like this is kind of weird. And this is this gun that's on there, which is kind of funny. So it's almost like they only had 2 guns, but they don't have this gun, this rifle, anywhere else in the catalog.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's kind of interesting. You got to make your mouse.
It must be a baby version of the this Crossman steel barrel Power Master. I was hoping, I searched a lot because I was curious to know if they had BB gun commercials, but I couldn't find any.
That'd be interesting. I'm sure there's something.
Hey,
BB guns
kids,
are pretty
take
cool.
your eye out.
BB guns are pretty cool though. Now you can get, well, not now, even back then you can get the CO2 ones. You know, where you screw the CO2 cartridge and all of a sudden you have like immediate pressure, so you don't have to pump.
Oh, really? We can only afford the pump.
I had the CO2 one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn it, you had all the good shit.
Well, you know, my parents were old, so they kind of gave up on me at that point.
And in addition to guns, you could get chainsaws. Just do the massacre at school.
Oh yeah, and you can get the wet dry vac to suck up all the blood. $35 is really not bad for a wet dry vac. I pay about $100, I guess.
Really?
And jumper cables are $10. It's not bad, right? Is it timing? Let's see. Is that for timing? Yeah, it comes with a timing light. That's not bad. $130.
Dope.
So, but that's about how much they go for now. What about this phone, rotary?
That's crazy phone.
You know,
I think a rotary phone today is cool. Not that one, just the standard one that's down below.
Yeah.
I mean, just a standard.
We'll get to it. I own this calculator. This particular one.
Unisonic
the Texas Instrument TI-30.
Ah.
And it still works. Like it has like the LCD display. Calculators were a big deal back then.
How about those electric ones where you go?
Yeah, like those
the receipts. With the receipts.
I don't know the point of that. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, you got your standard phone here. It's even called standard desk phone.
Yeah.
$30. Now this is interesting. In '78, they didn't have push button.
Say what?
They
did not. They were not. Oh, okay.
They must have.
No, push phones. I'm thinking mid to late '80s.
Really?
That's what I would think.
This is what if you were going to go and get like a big executive job, you really needed a Schaefer type thing.
You know what I like? I like that typewriter. I want to get a typewriter like that. I'm not kidding. I would use it. Even Smith Corona.
You can find those pretty easily.
Yeah, in antique stores, and they cost like arm and the leg, man.
$10-15.
Do they still make typewriters?
No, they don't make typewriters anymore.
I wonder.
Let's see. We got the 110. Should I play that one? You found a pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thing for
the camera commercial.
Yeah, let's see. I found that the Orson Welles one was my favorite. What do you think of that one?
The man shilled for everything. Just give him the money and he will.
He makes a weird sound at the very end, too.
I've discovered a camera. The Vivitar. It's a pocket camera with a great idea. The electronic flash is built in, see? Now my flash pictures don't have to be blurry or fuzzy because somebody moved. There's a sharp Vivitar picture for you.
For somebody moved, God forbid this kid moves.
The ballerina.
Right.
And here's the Vivitar. It's small, inexpensive, so easy. Nothing to attach. The flash is built in. If you want sharp pictures, this has got to be your camera. The Vivitar.
I like to use the Vivitar.
The Vivitar.
He was so drunk doing that, you could tell.
How many takes do you think it took him to do that?
He does one, you get it or you don't, and he's out of there.
Yeah. Look at his outfit too. It's pretty casual for him.
Is that a turtleneck? He's got a turtleneck?
No. He has it's like a black button-up shirt and he has a couple buttons down.
Oh, okay.
Pretty relaxed.
He's so cool.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I just love his voice. I mean, he could sell me anything.
Yes, he can. Well, yeah, the man was a genius. Unfortunately, he kind of plateaued at 27. He did. Citizen Kane, yeah. All right, so this camera right here, I bought this camera for like $7.
The one step?
Is it the one step? No, it's the Alpha 1 Model 2. It's the SX70. It's the exact one. I had it in silver and with this, and it had leather on it. This camera folds completely flat.
Damn.
And I sold it because I was like, what am I ever going to do with it? And I got like $200 for it.
Wow.
Yeah, I was really impressed with it. And it was
Can you
$139 now.
Can you find film for that?
There is a company that makes instant camera stuff.
Yeah, it probably costs like gazillion dollars just for like what? 6 photos, 12 photos?
But you know what? It's the novelty of it.
So you're saying that's leather there on the top? Or
Yeah, it's leather. And on the bottom there was leather.
Wow. That is kind of cool.
Yeah, it was let me see if I can find a quick little thing of somebody, because it's really an amazing little camera. Let's see. I'm gonna just kind of bring this.
Today's episode is sponsored by Squarespace.
This is from Grainy Days on YouTube. All right, see. Isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool little device.
How was the quality of the photo?
I don't know. I bought it for $7 and never used it, and then I put it on eBay and somebody kept bidding on it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Damn it, that always happens to you.
Doesn't always happen to me. Everybody had this screen to watch, stag movies, right? What else?
Did you have a 8mm camera or projector?
I had some film, or maybe even still do, but we never had a projector. We never had like anybody filming anything. You?
No. That's a rabbit hole I wanted to start up now, is like get an 8mm camera and then buy those 8mm films that had clips from your movies,
right.
Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, or
I have a bunch of those things. Like I literally have like Abbott and Costello reels and a lot of silent things, but I don't know. I don't have an interest in it. They just kind of, fall into my lap. They're not really worth anything either. They're kind of worthless.
No, but it's a novelty, rabbit hole that I wanted to go down.
Look at this, man. It's $449 for this Sony.
And you have that one, right?
No, I had this when I was growing up, but I think it was a 13-inch. It was not 19. But I remember this whole thing, and this used to flip open, and you'd be able to control like the colors. Oh no, the colors were here. I did a different version of this. And then we had this, the Big Kahuna, right?
You got to play that commercial because that's a great one.
Which commercial? What was it called?
It's a Panasonic, I think VCR. It's towards the bottom of my list.
I got it.
I remember this commercial.
Marty, shh, you'll scare the fish. But we're missing the big football game. Relax, my VHS home video recorder is taping it right now. Terrific. Watch. Terrific. But suppose it's over 3 hours. Relax, Panasonic VHS tapes up to 4 hours of sports, movies, specials on
SP.
one cassette. Wow. This VHS is for me. We caught the whole game. Best catch of the day. Yeah. VHS, the 4-hour system from Panasonic.
Yeah.
Now I know how boxy that looks, but I want that.
These were cool. I did not have one of these. I never had one of these, and I'm gonna. One time, this happened to me, and it really to this day just really upsets me. I went to like a Goodwill to see what kind of stuff they had, and they had one, and it was like $25, and I'm like, I don't need it. This wasn't even that long ago. This was maybe 6 years ago, and I'm like, I don't need it. I want it. I don't need it, and I didn't get it, and I really regret not getting it. And they had the wood grain in the front. I don't remember the brand, but it had this look, you know, the push down. I do have a VCR with the push down, but it doesn't have like these big dials in the front. The big display.
What are the odds that that thing would have worked? And does the push down that you have, does that work?
Yeah, that works.
Oh, really?
All of my VCRs work. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I just got somebody mailed me a videotape today. On a Polaroid Super Color videotape from her childhood. She recorded the New Monkeys live back in like the 1986, 87. And she sent it to me because it has the original commercials on it and stuff. So I'm going to digitize it and see if she wants to come on here and do like kind of a live view.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll probably upload that to the archive.org because it does have like the full commercials, and I think that's pretty cool. I think it's great.
Now this VCR thing, I mean, here again, if you found one today, you can't hook this up to a modern flat screen. You could?
Yeah, with the thing I have, sure.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
So this would probably, the way you would connect this would be through, not quite, maybe RF, like those two wires. I don't know. I'm really kind of curious, but you can figure a way. You can definitely figure a way to do it.
Curious what the back of that looks like.
Now, I don't know why it says
$700. Jeez.
I don't know why it says 733 here and then it says 1095 down here. This I noticed too for one videotape. $24.95. Holy cow.
A 4 hour.
Yeah, which is your standard 2-4 when, you know, EP came out, you could do 6.
Yeah, I was going to say it's SPLP, right?
SPLP EP is the modern, or, you know, like the more modern. But this is probably, you know, like you said, SP and LP.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Let's see. These things, I have, whoops. I have a bunch of these.
Which ones?
I'm trying to... It's not.
Wait, go back.
I know. I'm trying to.
There we go.
Hold on. I don't know why it's fighting me now. Here we are. I have a bunch of these things.
You have. Yeah. Now there's something where. What for? Where you go. What for? Why do I need those?
These? Oh,
yeah.
I love these. When I used to record a lot of music and everything, I would record instruments on these just to get kind of a lo-fi sound through those microphones, kind of a warble. So they have a use. You can always pick these things up. Probably now they're about $20, but I used to pick them up for $5 each, and I must have like 10 of them. I think they're great. I do. What else do we have? Mini cassette. Remember the mini cassette phenomenon?
Oof.
These sound terrible. You know, my son and I just watched A Clockwork Orange for the first time tonight. I mean, I've seen it, but it was the first time he saw it.
Did he like it?
He thought it was good. Like, you know, 14 years old, you know, there's a lot of questions because it's like, it's not the kind of movie you can just watch once and be like, oh, that was a good movie. You know, there's a lot going on. But he thought it was really humorous when he put on the cassette, you know, the mini cassette. He's like, is that what cassettes look like? I'm like, no. That's not bad. $1.37 for 3 terrible sounding low noise cassettes. Not too bad.
Well, it's not the cassette that sounds bad, right? It's that machine.
No, the cassette, the quality of the cassette, of the magnetic tape, and the machine. You know, walkie talkies. You know, that way you can. Curse out truckers and stuff.
Definitely had walkie-talkies.
No, you
What
have a
about that?
CB. You have a CB commercial.
Yeah, again, another rabbit hole I want to go down. I want to try and find the CB
You know, I was
that I can
talking.
use.
I was talking to Lydia. You remember Lydia from Australia?
I do.
I was trying to explain to her about CB culture. And growing up, we always would get into fights with truckers. Did you do this? Like, you know, you have a big mouth.
Yeah,
as a
I
kid.
love talking to people. Yeah, I
And she
loved
said
it.
her mother, making me feel really old. She said her mother actually talked to people through CBs in Australia. So who knew? It's a culture there as well. So her mom's like about our age. You know what I mean? So here's a CB commercial.
If you've been looking for the opportunity to buy quality radios at a terrific price, it's here now. Your Cobra dealer is...
Wait a minute.
This guy.
Is
This guy.
Is this Carlito's Way? What is this?
That leather jacket.
Yeah, check
This porn stash. This porn
This guy's
beard.
It's pretty awesome.
is offering 2 radios for only $99.95. You get the Cobra 29 XLR, the #1 radio in the industry, with a full 40 channels, plus the Cobra 2, a 6-transistor AM radio with a quality found only in Cobra. Both radios for only $99.95, and they're now at your local independent Cobra dealer during the Cobra Real Sale.
All right.
He sold me. That must be a local.
If you say so.
That must be local. That's not like a national.
Yeah, like that guy was so nervous.
Yeah.
I know I do want to make you a little jealous here. I own this record player, this exact model.
Which, the gray or the white?
The Emerson won this one, the 3696.
Bastard.
I do. I own it. It's a little bit less gray looking. It's more beige, and it works beautifully. I'll send you photos of it. I picked it up, I think, for $7 at a garage sale.
What's the sound like on that?
It's terrible, but you know, it's fun because it's portable. It's fun and it works. So I can't really, it's cute.
They look cute. They look cute.
If you were really fancy, you get this. You could wake up to music like Marty McFly in Back to the Future.
Again, wood paneling. What is it with wood paneling on
That was
everything?
the style, man. You get it right here on top of this TV. How much is that TV? Oh no, it's the.
It's the yeah.
300 and oh no, that's color. That's color. D is color.
Black and white.
This one C is black and white.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. For $95 for the 12-inch black and white versus $310 for the color, I'm gonna go for the black and white. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And Midland, like this can't be good because we never heard of that name before.
Midland, yeah, but you know what? I bet it would still work.
And
it's kind of cool.
That's what we had in our house.
What do you think those are up here?
Which?
So those 2 dials.
Can you zoom?
Yeah, I'll zoom in a little bit more. These 2 things.
Don't you remember that top one where it goes up to like, it goes up to like 68 or something?
No, not that. Not this.
Oh, not that.
Yeah, this is VHF, that's UHF. I'm talking about on top of the actual, like right below the logo.
Oh.
You see these 2 dials?
Yeah. You don't think that's on off or?
No.
Volume?
On off. This is that's volume.
Oh.
You know what? Maybe is that rabbit ear holders? I don't know. Could that be a built-in radio?
No way.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say it as. But yeah, this is when TVs were getting a little bit cheaper. Not the color ones. But yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, let's see what's next. All right. Techniques. I mean, this is kind of crazy. You get a direct drive Techniques. And as this might be surprising to a lot of people, the Panasonic, I believe Panasonic owns Techniques.
That's a good name, isn't it?
Techniques, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Now, this is probably one of their lower end not lower end, but mid-tier turntables. But I would say this is a pretty good turntable right here.
It looks nice. Again,
it's got a real weight on the arm. It's got a real arm. This one, it doesn't have just like a piece of crap. Pioneer, how much is it? A? Whoops. 150
versus that 89.
Well, I don't understand how these prices work. Because it says B is 89, right?
Yeah.
Then it says it's 125.
Well, it says special up here, so maybe that's why.
This is weird. These are beautiful, I think. These silver face turntables. I mean, silver face receivers.
Receivers, yep.
This is pretty nice.
That's crazy looking. Now, what are all those buttons?
I guess one would be like, one of these VU meters would be like the incoming. The other one, I don't know. I don't know why you need 3.
All right, you want to see beauties? Right there.
This?
Right there.
I have one of these for you.
It looks
I'm telling you.
amazing. It looks beautiful.
I told you, I have one of these with a glass top that flips up that you can have.
Dude, I will drive myself.
Well, it's sitting.
I mean, that is just a gorgeous looking thing.
But
and
you know what? It's
if
trash.
you go down to,
It's garbage. I mean, that arm, can't see the details on it, but it's a piece of junk. It's going to eat up your records.
What about the ones below it? I'm just curious. Lloyd, I mean, I never heard of Lloyd's, but that Panasonic.
No, these are, I mean, the Panasonic would be the better choice here.
Yeah.
But they're not. I wouldn't recommend.
I never heard of Lloyd's. What is that?
I've heard of Lloyd's. It's a low budget brand. It's like Emerson. Costs. Look at this. Recordable 8-track cassettes.
That's awesome.
I have a bunch of these sealed.
Of course you do.
I have an 8-track recorder. I have 2 of them.
Oh my God.
One works. One is questionable. But whenever I go to garage sales, I always look for people who recorded their own mixtapes on 8-track. I think that's kind of amazing.
That is amazing.
Juliet, like I've never heard of that.
What about the bottom one there on is a sound design, which
that's
again,
an
they're
8-track.
still around.
That's an 8-track.
What?
Yeah, it's an 8-track player. Man.
Wow.
Look at this.
That's a beauty.
I have this. I have this case.
I had a
holds
case
8-track.
like that.
Yeah.
Now that was like the puffy vinyl thing, right? Because
yeah.
I know I ripped at least 2 of those.
It's the same material as that chair from earlier that you sit on and it cracks. You know? All right, what's next? Oh, here we go. It's the CB.
You're in heaven right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind grabbing one of these, and the prices are about the same. Atari 2600. I mean, how much was it? $200. Only came with Combat. Everybody had like 6 copies of Combat.
Yeah.
Never heard of this. What do you think of that?
Unisonic? I never heard of that name.
Look at this. They're even calling it the Olympian 2600 because this is the Atari 2600, you know? Oh, no, look. It's 144. It's not 200.
But this one is only 48. Look at all those games you get too, man.
Yeah.
Can you zoom in on that? Hold on. Just trying to read what those are. Skeet shooting. Target shooting. Basketball. They all look alike.
Yeah, they're all like essentially.
That's funny. I would love to see this gameplay. You know, I wish we could find these things.
You can. This stuff isn't too hard.
No, not this off-name brand. You can find an Atari, yes, but Unisonic, no.
Unisonic. I wouldn't want a Unisonic. I'd be like, I don't want this knockoff. I'd be the asshole kid who's like, oh, what the fuck's this shit?
Ma, yeah, exactly. Ma, what are you doing?
I
can't invite my friends over to this.
I said Sony Walkman, not this like Kobe Kobe Walk Lady or something. The Fuzzbuster. What is the Fuzzbuster? Multiband radar detector.
What does that mean? Like you look for cops?
Yeah, it looks for radar bands and it locks on in time to check speed.
Sets on dashboard.
It's got a nice wood grain.
Everything. God damn, man.
Even in your car. Look at that thing. All right, AudioVox. Did you mention AudioVox is still around? I don't know if you mentioned that before.
I did
sound not. Design. You know, you said sound design.
Is AudioVox still around? Or?
AudioVox makes replacement car stereos for like VW Beetles and stuff like that. So they're still around.
So I asked you this, like you can't put into a modern car like an 8-track car radio, right? Like you couldn't do that.
You give me enough money, I can figure out a way.
Oh, right. I was gonna say, if you're rich, you can do anything.
I mean, if you have an 8-track player, right, and it has an output, you can connect that to a Bluetooth, I guess, and connect it to your car. I have this. I don't know if it's AudioVox, but this is, if this is what I think it is. Let me see. It is not.
What did you think it was?
I should have known. So I have this thing that you put into your 8-track player, and on top you could put a cassette. So it could play cassettes through your 8-track player. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
This looks cool, man. This is like the badass thing right here.
What is that?
Oh, that's to listen to scanners. It's a Bearcat 210. What, are you kidding me?
To get police channels?
Yeah, back then when they were analog.
That's hilarious.
There's still a lot of them analog, but you know, not nearly as many. Oh wait, do we have a Coleco Telstar? I have one of these.
You have a Coleco Telstar?
Yeah, they're trash. I mean, it's just like this thing up here. Mine is different because my paddles come off. And it has like a 50-foot cable that's impossible to put back. It's like ridiculous, and it's like really old, and it's basically you pick it up and you feel like the cheapness of it immediately.
Ouch! I think we have a commercial for that, didn't it? Did I get it?
Oh, you do for the Telstar? I missed that.
Yeah, Coleco. It's a Marksman, but it looks like the same thing. But I thought we'd play it anyway.
It looks completely different, but it's
well, does it? No,
yeah.
I thought it looked.
That's all right. Here we go.
Hey, Roller. Not in my house. Hey, a video Telstar Marksman.
Whoa, I didn't have that.
Wow, my kids have been bugging me for one. Yeah, these video cartridge games cost a bundle. It's not a cartridge game. In fact,
my fucking kids have been bugging me for one. I mean, look at this guy.
Wood paneling on the wall behind him.
Yeah, this guy's living the life.
The whole shooting match cost about what you paid for some cartridges alone. Yeah, my boy likes hockey, too. Hockey! And my Sarah's a tennis freak. Tennis me wrong? So many games you got here. Handballs, highlights, Telstar Marksman Viking games. The price is right.
A lot of sexual tension there.
Yeah, these guys are like, how many games you got in here? Grabs his crotch.
Again, if you notice the pictures, they all look the same.
Yeah.
Highlight, that was my favorite. Like, I got highlight.
Well, you know, the problem is highlight. That's funny. What was it? With Combat, it was like 99 different games on one cartridge. But it's all the same game. It's all the same game. Kids don't know how good they have it now.
Tennis. It's all.
Yeah, it's literally ping pong, tennis, you know. Let's see what's next. All right, we can pretty much.
It's only $12 though. Wow.
I have Blip. It is not functional though.
Oh. Do you wanna play that commercial just to hear that jingle?
How much you want to bet this is worth a fortune? This Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
Which jingle? The Blip?
The Blip.
Yeah.
Blip, blip, blip.
I gotta just find it real quick.
And I loved, just while you're looking for that, I loved that Mattel football game, handheld football game. Loved it.
I loved it too, but I'm telling you, I probably couldn't play it for more than 10 seconds now.
Really? I have the basketball one. I wish I could find that football one.
Blip is the digital game that you can take with you anywhere. With the batteries you supply, the light-emitting diode zips across the screen. You try to press the right button to send it back. An automatic readout keeps score. 2 people or only 1 can play. When you play with Blip, you get carried away. So does Blip.
I like the way that looks. I'm going to try to get mine to work. Wow, that looks... I like the way that the little red dot went
goes
by.
back and forth.
Yeah, they're not going for too much. They're not worth that much. Yeah, these are great. Like these.
Oh, I love those Mattel electronic games.
Yeah, these are.
There was basketball, hockey, and the football and the base. I think there was a baseball. Now you know the sound on that Mickey Mouse phonograph, by the way.
Oh no, it was trash.
Terrible.
But just the fact that it's a Disney product. Some remote control thing. Light Bright. I don't like Light Bright.
Oh, but they had a great jingle.
Mousetrap, though. That was the game that everybody had, but it was always missing pieces.
And if there's a commercial for it, and it just seems like it's very complicated to play.
Yeah, I had it, and I was like,
what?
Is this a game that you play, or is this a game that you just set up and play with? Here it is.
Mousetrap, the wildest, funniest game you've ever seen. Catch the mouse, that's half the fun. But there's even more to playing Mousetrap games. Here's where the fun begins. Move 2 spaces, 1, 2. Start building the mousetrap. Race your mouse around the board, building a mousetrap as you go. Then comes the funniest part of Mousetrap games.
All right.
This could never work. Like, this could go on longer than a Monopoly game.
Well, the box of Mousetrap, the box that the game came in, was so big. It's ridiculous. And like I said, you're always missing pieces. It was always just one of these strange things. I vaguely remember the Snoopy Scooter Shooter.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. It would shoot him out. And you can jump around.
On the mic, right? Yeah. On the bike.
Yeah. Kind of like an Evel Knievel thing without like the zip thing.
That I had. Now that I had.
That was cool. All right, let's see what's on the next page. All right, now we're unwinding. We're down to the wire
we're
here.
down to like preschool set here.
Yeah, I had this. No. Everybody had Etch-a-Sketch. Everybody had the Etch-a-Sketch.
You had the Perfection game above it, right?
You know, I know that Ramiel had Perfection. I don't know if I had Perfection.
Do you want to play the commercial again? They had another nice jingle, and the game will probably come back to you now.
I'm looking for it real quick. Sorry. We had a Perfection commercial?
Yeah, should be the last one.
Like, yeah.
Last one on my list.
It might have even a Perfection game commercial. Sorry. Here we go, exactly from 1978.
When you're into perfection, keep on your toes. You have to be quick, cause here's how it goes. Push the plunger down, set the timer. Fit the pieces in place, don't be slow in perfection.
The dad is like ridiculous.
Perfection.
I don't see how, like, I can't get those things in the minute that it takes.
You gotta try it. You gotta get into Perfection with your daughters.
Man, that was $10.
10? No, $6.83.
$6.83.
Yeah. Monopoly, everybody had Monopoly. Still, everybody has several copies of Monopoly.
Exactly. And now there's like you say, there's like a Star Wars Monopoly. There's Elvis Monopoly. It's just the way they've spun that off is impressive, I must say.
And then we get to the back where it's like all of a sudden.
The end. Order form.
English leather. I
would get those butter cookies for sure. Like an aunt would send those.
But let me just say, like, all right, this is a really nice way to present a gift. I don't know. It has like a stand, maybe. Oh, that's kind of nice. All right, so you would get what? Turtles? Everybody likes the cherries.
Nah. No, I hated the
Whitmans.
No, I hated chipper. The Whitmans maybe, but on
What about
the
Joven
lower
Musk Oil?
left, on the bottom left, I would definitely eat those.
What about the
butter
Joven Musk Oil? Jeez, Old Spice. Everybody had this bottle. Well, everyone had the
Still
glass
around.
one. Everyone had the glass bottle of Old Spice. You know, the white one.
Yep. That's funny.
I love the butter cookies. I still buy the butter cookies. And if you go to Aldi, they're about the same price.
They have them there at
Yeah.
Aldi's? I've been meaning to go into an Aldi.
You'd like it.
So you rep for the foods there?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Now, because it's all like Danish, you know?
Right.
Now, tell me if, all right, when was the last time you had these butter cookies?
Oh God, like a long time.
So the last time I had them, I get them like every like Christmas time, you know?
Yeah.
And they're not well done like this. Like, see, like there's like a little bit of a darkness. There's a little bit of a well done. There's like a little bit of a darker color. They're all like pale. Now. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel a little ripped off.
Make me go out and buy them. You're gonna make me go out and buy them.
Old time Christmas. It's like old man candy that I would eat.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is that?
Look, it's like ribbon candy. And everybody likes ribbon candy, my grandmother would say.
Can you tell what the little thing is there? What's the little one in front of that?
This mixed nuts.
Oh, it's mixed nuts. That's it. Okay.
Delicious.
I didn't like that then, but I like mixed nuts. I like mixed nuts now.
Notice, no peanuts. Like, we're not trying to rip you off with any peanut filler. All right, so, you know, that brings us to the end of this catalog. I thought this was a lot of fun.
Did you notice the wood paneling on that perfume box at the top there?
Wait, Old English leather, you mean?
Yeah.
No, well, look, these look like wood tops. Look at that.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, that is, that might be gold.
Is that gold? Oh.
This looks like a car shifter. Fancy. I want to, you know what? I don't know what English leather smells like, but I have a feeling I need it in my life.
I don't think so.
Yeah?
I honestly, I still use Old Spice, like soap, body soap in the shower.
I use Old Spice products, so, you know, I think they're good.
Yeah, and underarm. But
Well,
English leather, no.
The reason why I use Old Spice is because it's the only deodorant that I can find that's good, that smells good, that doesn't have aluminum in it.
That doesn't have aluminum in it?
Yeah, there's no aluminum in, well, I mean, I'm sure they do make ones that do have aluminum, but, or aluminium.
Ouch.
And,
I did not know this.
Yeah, so it's better for you. You don't want, like, aluminum on your skin. I don't want aluminum on my skin. You do whatever you want to do. But, Chris, I thought this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much.
It was.
If you enjoyed this, please subscribe to this channel. Give us a like. And that's about it. Check out VHSRewind.com.
Have a good week.
We're still streaming. Hold on.